last run, so I wasn't heard, but hopefully those have been resolved and I can be heard now. And hopefully all of you are ready for SuperSonic coming back with Sonic the Hedgehog 2. You're ready, SuperSonic?
I'm ready.
Awesome. We are going to start the timer in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, so jumping right into it, we are in Emerald Hill this time, not Green Hill. And we have a buddy with us too. His name is Tails. He's a two-tailed fox. Sometimes he's helpful, sometimes he's a nuisance, but we'll see what can happen. But for the time being, we're just going to go ahead and zoom right past through Act 1 here. And this is pretty much the same timing applies as Sonic 1. So as you notice, after each stage, there is a screen transition after each act. So that's the reason that we do this timing with in-game time. And of course, the same thing with the time bonus as I mentioned before in Sonic 1. But the main difference, as you can pretty much tell, is I have spin dashing now. And spin dashing is the main form of movement in this game. So we got the monkey jump there. We're going to take this bottom route this time. Kind of slow down a little bit there. Gonna grab the shields. And here we are at Robotnik. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to get 4 quick hits in the beginning here. 2, 3, 4, and then we're gonna take a damage intentionally to let Tails get the first 2 hits on the second cycle, and then I get the last 2 during my iframe state. So there's a fun fact about what I'm doing here. So after each capsule, I always do this tippy toe thing, like on the button of the capsule. The reason being is I actually appeared in a video in IGN with Ben Schwartz, who was the voice of Sonic from the live action movie. And he requested me to stand on the button like that. So I've been doing that ever since that video came out. So shout out to Ben Schwartz. And now we're in Chemical Plant, which is one of my favorite stages to speedrun. I'm going to take this route here, otherwise we would take a much longer route. And we finish the stage in 23 seconds. So pretty much the same thing applies. So if you finish the stage under 30 seconds, you'll get 50,000 points, which is roughly about 6 seconds counting down. 30 to 40 is about 10,000. And then it'll go to 5,000, 4,000, so on and so forth. So now Chemical Plant 2, this is one spot where Tails is useful. What we're going to do is we're going to manipulate Tails to open this door for us, even though he's off screen. And we pretty much skipped 2/3 of the stage already. So now I'm going to take this route here. Get this jump. And we're at the boss fight coming up right here. And Tails is probably just gonna fall. But that's okay because he has infinite lives while we only have 5 right now. Oh, there goes Tails again. So just like that, we are done with Chemical Plant. So we got Aquatic Ruin coming up. It's another short stage as well. So for the majority of these stages, we will see glitchless, but once we get to Hilltop, that's when the glitches will begin. But for the time being, we're just going to be spin dashing to get as much speed as possible. And then take this top route here. And then we're going to be on our running state, and we're going to try to bounce off this fish to get onto the speed shoes. Should be done with this in 22 seconds. Yeah, nice. So in Act 2, I'm going to go for this strat called Coin Flip. And there are these spring pads on the ground, which will pretty much launch us up into the air. And if done correctly, it should be up into the air pretty far. But it is dependent on subpixels as well. So let's see if we can get that here. Gonna go ahead and roll on through this way. Okay, we're gonna stop right here, get hit intentionally. There we go. It shot us up a little bit. Oh, we did miss that a little bit. That's okay. we'll just go through the normal way, avoid those mosquitoes. All right, now we got Robotnik coming up. There is actually a way you can actually get a frame perfect hit before he hits the totem pole. And what that would have done is it would shoot him off screen to the right, and it'll unlock it so that when we open up the capsule, all the animals will look like they're on fire, which is pretty funny, but it does save time. But it is a frame perfect hit. Right now we're heading into Casino Night Zone. When I was a kid playing this game, obviously I would be gambling a lot into the slot machines, but since we're doing a speedrun, we will not be seeing any gambling whatsoever. Unless I accidentally fall into them. Just gonna take this route here. Alright, got the flipper clip. That is pretty rare that you're able to clip through that flipper. The way it works is when it's off screen, and Sonic is building a lot of vertical momentum going downward, you can actually clip right through, and it saves about a second or two. I'm also going to try to go for a couple flipper clips in Act 2 as well. We'll see how that works out. In the time being, if there's any donations, feel free to read them.
All right. We have a $25 donation from Trojan Dude in Rue that says, safe to say that this marathon has been pure gold. Keep up the amazing work, everyone. We also have an anonymous $1.18 donation that says, take that, McRoom. Shout out to McRoom, by the way, putting in a lot of awesome work for this marathon.
Alrighty, so we didn't quite get the setup for the first flipper clip. We're gonna try the second one, let's see. Nope, not quite. So the second flipper clip would have been like right in the middle of the two. And then we got the boss fight coming up. And we're just gonna try to bounce on him for the rest of the remainder of the hits. And we're done with that. Okay, so in this instance, since we're doing RTA, we're gonna look straight up to despawn the animals a lot faster. This doesn't really apply to in-game time, but for RTA, it's actually a lot quicker to do it that way. Now we have Hilltop, in which I like to call Killtop because these next two stages do kill a lot of runs on PB pace. So let's see if we can actually do them correctly. We're gonna go ahead and spin dash on the seesaw for absolutely no reason. But here's our first glitch. We're gonna do a zip right here. So we get hit intentionally, and we pretty much skipped like a good chunk of the stage. Now we're gonna take an intentional hit on this lava to get right through. And that's Act 1. Alright. Act 2, we're going to try to catch a cycle if I can get this spin dash at the beginning correctly. Let's see here. Nope, not quite. Alright, so we're going to miss the cycle, but that's okay. Can still be on pretty good pace in this stage. So we're going to go on this way. Avoid the Orbinaut. I'm going to set up for a spin dash right here. See if I can... Almost got the half cycle. Not quite. Try to set up for a spin dash to jump off that platform. Alright, so we're going to roll down here. And now we're just going to jump right down and get clipped. So we tried to land on that platform, but since I had a lot of momentum vertically, I pretty much did an object phase through that platform. And we're gonna make sure not to allow Tails to hit this boss, otherwise I'll face right through. And that would have been pretty disastrous if that were to happen. Alright, so we're done with Hilltop. Now we got Mystic Cave. Mystic Cave is probably like one of my favorite set of stages in this game. It's got some pretty nice music. It's also like pretty fun as a speed stage as well. So there's gonna be a lot of spin dashing. And then we're gonna head over this way. We're gonna do another spin dash here to grab onto that lever. And then we're gonna use the invincibility to get past this bridge right here and roll right through. There's a pretty big gap for Sonic to roll through. And right before that Crusher crushed us, just do a spin dash off of it. Now for Act 2, pardon me. For Act 2, we're gonna do more spin dashing. There aren't really any glitches in Mystic Cave. For Knuckles there is, but when you play as Knuckles it is a lot harder because he has a shorter jump height than Sonic. But a lot of his glitches are pretty cool to pull off. But ironically it is faster with Sonic because of his jump height. So now we're gonna head over in this direction. We're gonna fight the boss pretty soon here. And we're gonna hope that the stalactites are in a good cycle, because this is actually pure RNG. Alright, so we got those bad spikes right there, and then we can start hitting Robotnik. Ah, then that last stalactite got me. That's okay. Because while Robotnik is in his iframes, Sonic can pretty much stand inside his hitbox and continue to hit him and not have the drills damage him, which is pretty convenient. So now we got Oil Ocean coming up. Act 1 is quite the doozy. There's gonna be a lot of spin dashing. And hopefully we don't sink into the oil like too far down. Alright, so we're gonna take the bottom path. And we're gonna see a lot of just traversing through the oil here. Gonna take it a little slow on that part. Gonna take a little safe on that ending section there. Now we're just gonna keep jumping to avoid that fan. And we're done with the stage. So now in Act 2, we're gonna do another zip. And this zip is pretty doable. And I'll describe what's going on here. So first off, we are going to launch off this launcher here, get hit intentionally, and as we enter that that booster, it basically creates Sonic's physics a little like wonky. Like it gives him like pseudo SuperSonic physics. Ah, then I messed up the zip. So I didn't actually hold right the entire way. Yeah, what's up?
SuperSonic physics, you say?
Yeah. So we're gonna try this again here. So as you can see, Sonic is jumping a lot higher. We need this gravity for this upcoming zip. So we're inside this wall, we're gonna hold right. And basically what it does, it gives Sonic a negative integer on his X position. And he is pretty much at the boss room right now. Let's see if we can get one cycle here. Nope. Oh, we did. Barely got one cycle. That was actually a pretty sketchy spin dash in there, but... Now we got Metropolis coming up. And Metropolis is the only zone that has 3 acts. And they're all pretty annoying. So for this first act, there is actually a mini zip, but it is pretty difficult to pull off, so I'm just going to play the level normally for the most part. Gotta make sure Tails is with me too, because we're going to need him for part of this. Okay, just bounce off these. Tails didn't follow, but he should respawn. Okay, there he is. We're gonna wait for him to come up here. And on this corkscrew, we're just gonna use Tails as well to get more speed. Alright, now we're gonna go for a glitch called Screen Wrap, which is a vertical wrap. You're gonna crouch here, then jump. And since the stage is infinitely vertical, we're able to traverse through different areas in this stage. But in this case, I clipped through the bolt there. And we're pretty much at the end of the stage right here. Now, Act 2 and Act 3, they're a little tough. I'm gonna try to go for a zip in this one. Okay, we're gonna get hit intentionally, go through the lava. Gonna go inside this wall. And we're pretty much at the end boundary. We just gotta hit the signpost. And we get a glitched out signpost. Now, Act 3 is a little more difficult. You will be seeing some pause buffering here because I'm looking for a specific frame for Sonic to be inside the ground. And I'm also going to be manipulating Tails as well. So, be out the tippy toe. There we go. So we did another level wrap there, which is the horizontal zip. And now we're at the boss fight. And this boss fight is really dumb. Get 3 hits down here. We're going to try to get another 3-hit cycle. Nope, he flew right back up. That's fine. We'll just have to beat him normally. Okay, then once he comes down here, we're going to roll into him and then get him on the final hit. Otherwise, he would have been moving left to right, just shooting a laser. But under 50 seconds is a pretty good goal to have. Alright, so we got Skychase coming up, and it is a 2-minute and 6-second cutscene, basically. Or not cutscene, the auto-scroller. So, Musical, if you got anything, go ahead.
I sure do. We have a $5 donation from Anonymous that says we have a $5 donation from Anonymous that says we have a $5 donation from Anonymous that says we have a $5 donation from Anonymous that says we have a $5 donation from Anonymous that says we have a $5 donation from Anonymous that says the t-shirt rocks.
Well, thank you for that, Anonymous.
Thank you for that, Anonymous. So that donation was in reference to the t-shirt that we do actually have available for this event, and you can check out the Esports attire over at Sector 6 Gaming. We have a wide assortment of tees, shorts, hats, joggers, and so much more. In fact, you have the exclusive RGB Gold Rush shirt you may have seen in our layout, where the proceeds of your purchase go directly to RAD. Be sure to head to sector6apparel.com/collections/RGB for all RBG merch.
Alrighty, well, we're in Skychase. There's really not much to say about the stage, except just don't die, because there are no checkpoints. Now, I am actually playing this game on the Sonic Classics compilation cart, so it is a revision 2, which allows me to do this. So you can kind of see that Tails kind of spazzes out. That's because Sonic is practically magnetized to the plane, and he can't fall off. In the original version of the game, you can actually spin dash and fall off, which would be pretty disastrous. But thanks to this revision, we're not able to fall off, which is good. But this revision does come into play for Wing Fortress that's coming up very shortly. Okay, so once this timer hits 206, we'll be done with Skychase. And there we go. Now we got Wing Fortress coming up here. And we're gonna destroy this chicken intentionally. because we are rewriting the memory address inside the game for allowing us to do a quick kill, which we will perform on the boss fight very soon. And now we have slope glitch right here, which is only exclusive to this version of the game. I'm going to set it up yet again on this launcher right here. And now you're going to see something really weird. I'm going inside the ceiling. I'm going to position myself right about here. Set up a spin dash. And we're done with the boss. And just jump off, and we get a glitched out Sonic sprite, which we call Look Up. And now we are on our way to the final level of the game, Death Egg. Also, another thing to note, the flames are black instead of the normal orange. That's because of the glitch that I did. So yeah, now we just gotta wait it out until we get to Death Egg Zone. And for Death Egg Zone, there are 2 boss fights that we gotta do, and we're not gonna have a single ring for it either. So this will be a bit sketchy, but we'll see what we can do. First off, we're gonna start a spin dash. I'm gonna let him go to the other side here. Just gotta make sure we don't soft lock the game, because it is possible to soft lock if you get a frame perfect hit. Alright, now we got the Death Egg robot coming up right here. It takes 12 hits to beat this guy. And then time is on fade out. Alright, so we got 10 hits, we got 2 more. 11 and 12. Spin dash out of here. And time. Whew. That is Sonic the Hedgehog 2 on the Sega Genesis. Hope you all enjoyed the run.
Your final time looks to be a 21:37.
Okay, not bad. That's pretty good. So hope you all enjoyed the Mario and Sonic runs. My name is SuperSonic. You can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/supersonic_. So that's SuperSonic as one word, and then you get an underscore at the end. And you can also follow me on Twitter at supersonic71087. And that's practically it.
Well, thank you so much, SuperSonic. Awesome job on those previous 3 runs. We're going to take another quick setup break, and then we will have Blue Metal playing another blue hero, Mega Man, for Mega Man Legends 2. So don't go away, we'll be right back.